you. Let's see what it is.
What is happening? Hey, everybody.
Yeah, hear us. Can you hear us?
Hello. Awesome.
Okay. So finally figured out how to get the microphone to work. How do we sound? Does it sound okay? Do we sound like we're in the middle lot? Or is it lagging or choppy or anything? Yes, Lordy. So come on a little early tonight since he's on vacation. And Tom will be going last night, so we can call it 6 at 9. It does sound choppy. Yes, it does.
For some reason, this laptop is refusing to recognize this microphone.
Because last time I couldn't hear us all with the microphone.
It is crazy, Serge.
Yeah, if our sound is too bad, we're probably gonna have to restart the live so we can disconnect the microphone. It won't let us do it while we're on here.
It might just be our signal.
Yeah, I was storming here earlier. The signal's probably bad.
We've actually got the good webcam going. Now we just get the damn microphone situation right.
Mhm.
What's up, Lady?
So is our sound bad for all y'all? Whoever's here still.
Hello. That's what? Right. What's up, Matt?
Basically, you're getting better.
It's been a crappy.
Last hour has been really good.
Thank you, America. Right, Jesse Lee, about the past hour or so has been stupid. It's like we've been trying to get set up to do this, and everything has fought us at every step of the way.
Thanks, America. Got my Johnny Cash on tonight.
She is the woman in black. Heard all that yelling and expecting anything.
So I Nobody answered me. Is our sound choppy for all y'all? How's the sound for everybody else?
I was not, Lordy. Were you in the hospital today? You all right? What's up, Ray? We're a little early today. I'm on vacation, and as it turns out, Tom's going to be going live at 9, so we figured we'd sneak on a little early.
It's like creepy. Infuriating sometimes.
Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to get it ready for you. Damn, Lordy.
Stay hydrated.
Been out there working that heat, hadn't you?
Gotta stay hydrated.
Man, why do I got these crazy bags under my eyes like that?
He's been sleeping on. He's on vacation and he's been sleeping less than he goes and works.
Been sitting up late,
Getting up early.
watching TV, getting up early in the mornings, playing my game.
You could go on vacation and sit at home on vacation to rest. What's he not doing?
It's not about rest.
It's
It's about not worrying about shit for a week. That's the vacation I needed. I needed the mental break.
when you catch up on some stuff.
I got my breakers. Got my brain piercing back in. Now that you can see it because of my beard.
You got all of his earrings back in.
Ray, I'm back with the nuts. What's up, Chad?
Yeah. Yes, everybody's refusing to answer me.
Apparently, sound fine.
Yeah, we must sound okay.
If we start
Complaining.
with our signal and the way everything was fighting us to get on tonight, if it starts sounding or looking too bad, let us know and we'll restart.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, cool.
I did, Lordy. Straight through here.
It's my brain.
I'm tired. You can't see because of my head.
He hasn't had a brain in years. But Jenny,
My tongue ring probably go back in.
I don't know. Tongue's in heel. Most people.
We got the superhero mask shadow going on. You're lucky, Ray. Anything good like what you're having is getting scarce around here. At least with my connections. Maybe. Oh, I think it's time to shave the head. Oh, we're gonna braid my hair tonight. Right. Chad, till probably about 9 because Tom's going live. And I guess after Tom finishes his live, we could always come back.
Well, we'd have to sit up in the bedroom. Girls be trying to sleep. We got school tomorrow.
What's up, Mike? What's up, Carlo? As long as we leave the connection in here. We can probably do that. Oh my God, I wish that was the way it was around here. What's up, gamer? We're starting to slowly do better. The last hour's been very frustrating. Y'all let us know if y'all want us to go live again after Tom's done with his live, which is probably what, 10:30?
10:30.
Then
Unless we start late, then it'll be a little later. He stays over an hour and a half.
But I don't have to get up and go to work tomorrow, so if y'all want to continue the shindig, we'll get off at 9 for Tom, and if y'all want to continue the shindig after that, we can do that. Get over some vodka, Mike.
I'm actually drinking a can of Jack Daniels, some kind of punch stuff that I got. It's actually really good.
Well, Gamer, I hope we can help any way we can, man.
Yeah, I just don't feel better.
As you can see, our mood's changing. Y'all are helping put us right. I just gotta adjust. Just had to adjust. The way I'm sitting is not conducive to the way the boys are falling. Gamer, we say all the time, man. Swole Patrol is the best group on the net. We believe that.
Yep.
May not be the biggest yet, but y'all are the best, man.
Yep. Swole Patrol is the best.
And we're growing every day, so. What's up, Tawana?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
You like that church?
Yeah. It turns out. That's where our all the swollenness around here came from.
Yeah, sorry we haven't had any content this week. We have not recorded yet.
Yes, Mike, as it turns out.
Yeah, I've actually had a few days of sunshine. Actually, was a little early.
Oh no, Lordy, what happened to yours? Well, happy anniversary, Lynn.
Yeah, happy anniversary.
He's actually cooking. Are you okay with that? Is it gonna be edible? That's right, America. Most of our folks here are.
That's funny, Gary.
Yep, gamer.
Oh, damn, Lordy. That sucks. I'm sorry.
Rest in peace, Bruja.
There you land.
That's so wide open for a joke that I'm not going to jump on. Not yet, Tawana. I think that's on our list, though. We will be getting to it eventually.
What's up, wait, Mom?
What's up, hey, Mom? Our kitty, Lordy.
Oh, yeah. Our oldest kitty is 7.
Lynn, tell him if the food he cooks ain't no good, he can make it up to you other ways later. Chicka wow wow. Chicka
I
wow.
do all the cooking. The only thing he cooks is chili.
I'm at Killer Chili Gamer, but that's like my one thing. She is too good of a cook to argue.
I enjoy cooking, so I do all the cooking.
Matter of fact, I had this idea today. We were talking about doing some more of our behind the scenes stuff and other content besides just reactions that we could bring y'all. So here's the thing. We're thinking about getting drunk and getting in the kitchen. Her being the cook trying to explain to me how to cook certain dishes and see if I can cook it and it comes out worth a shit. Would y'all pay to see that?
Not literally pay.
No, yeah, right. That's an expression. Would y'all come to see that? I guess I should say.
That's cool, Gamer.
All right, Tawana.
No bacon in the chili.
Yeah, Damon, we're a little early.
There's also no beans in the chili either.
Lynn, we're wanting to start bringing you a lot more different kinds of content than just reaction videos, and we've been trying to think of stuff to do, so that might be on the future.
Yeah, that'd probably be funny to win.
Get us fucked up in the kitchen and her trying to explain to me, and I'll be arguing and fucking with her every step of the way because that's what I do. That'd be better than Google Translates.
Yeah, Mike, we're going to.
We are.
We've only got a certain amount of time every weekend to record. We've got so many music artists we're trying to get to. It's hard to do our stuff on top of it.
Yeah. We started that TikTok. We said we were going to record some TikTok videos. We hadn't got to do that either.
We started a cooking channel. See, a cooking channel, unless it was me trying to tell him how to cook and just being funny, if I was actually trying to do a cooking channel with me cooking, I'm not very good. I don't care what nobody's going to want to watch me.
I like watching you. She's very watchable. And once we get the software figured out, we're going to be doing live reactions on our lives too.
Yeah, his chili is really good.
So y'all be prepared for that. Y'all might show up one night and I have Real Genius ready to go because that's going to be the first thing we watch live. I have decreed. I have spoken. I'm maybe we'll cook something tomorrow and post how that craziness turns out.
Chinese beef and broccoli.
All right, Lynn. Thank you, Lordy. There's no beans in my chili.
Yeah. That's right, Gamer.
This is the way.
Hey, I know how to change work.
Any of y'all watch Beat Bobby Flay?
By the time we got done working on that band we had, I knew how to change just about every fucking part on the thing.
Lordy, I have to chill. When I make chili, I have to ease it back because I'm the only person in the house that eats hot stuff. So I usually just use a couple of jalapenos. What's up, Wayne?
Duck sausage.
Yeah, we watch Beat Bobby Flay all the time, gamer.
Oh yeah, I love Beat Bobby.
Somehow late at night, we don't get much chance to watch much TV, except for right before we go to bed. We got a few minutes, and for some reason, that's when Beat Bobby Flay is always on. So
Beat Bobby Flay, Chopped, and Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Triple D.
That's our three shows we watch a lot.
If we ever win the lottery, that will be our content for at least a year. There won't be any reaction videos because we're going to be on the road going to all the places that Triple D has featured.
Yeah, it's going to be a Triple D tour.
I'm going to all the burger joints he's hit. No, Mike, they all had to quarantine for so long going in, then once they were in, they're in. It's been a weird season of Big Brother, man. There's no big personalities in the house. Everybody, everybody's trying so fucking hard to be PC and not fucking step on each other's toes that it's actually making for a boring season of Big Brother.
The only thing that's really funny that's happened is all the black people that's in the house are all teamed up just because they're black. But, you know, if white people did that,
Right, that's my only thing.
the whole country would be up in arms.
All the black people, and I get it because no black person has ever won Big Brother, but all the black people have formed an alliance called the Cookout, and
It's only not that they even like each other; they're doing it just because they're
Right.
black.
and I got no issue with that.
Mhm.
But if all the white folk on the show banded together and did that, there'd be a stink.
Yeah,
There'd be a stink.
it's just funny. I don't really care. It's just funny.
Right. We're not hating on the Cookout.
The evil dick.
I miss Evil Dick. Who said Evil Dick? Oh yeah, Evil Dick was it. So 8 Mile.
Oh yeah, I love guys crazy things too, Lynn. Really.
8 Mile was a turd being on your face ever in question. Did I miss a previous comment? Evil Dick was a bomb. His daughter was a bitch. Oh, gotcha. 8 Mile. None here either. We actually had one of our viewers make sure to come to one of our posts and let us know that they were no longer going to follow us because we got frustrated with this woman in the mall that asked us to wear a mask. And the issue wasn't whether the woman asked us to wear a mask. She was just a bitch about it, and it pissed us off.
Yeah, she pissed me off.
And we had a viewer come and say they could no longer follow us because we were ugly about that. And it was like, we didn't go off on the woman. We didn't beat the woman down. It just, her attitude about it pissed us off. If that's something you can't follow us for, we are real folk here. We've been pretty clear about that from the beginning. I mean, you know, so peace out. You know, nothing but love for you, but
Yeah.
Right.
For you.
It wasn't the mask that was even, it was just a bitch's attitude. We did one at the bar when we went to eat, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, go look at some of the behind the scenes. If you think that's funny, go look for our behind the scenes videos, and there's a couple in there that are really fucking funny.
Yeah, I'm out in the woods walking around. Yeah, oh, yeah.
If the woman had just come to us and said, hey, our policy in the store says that we need you to wear a mask, whether we agreed or disagreed, if we disagreed, we'd have just left. But no, bitch tried it up with that, I'm fucking a better human being than you because, right, and dude, don't approach me that way.
Before she was done, I was ready to punch that bitch in the face. I didn't, but I want to.
That's a true story, Chuck. That's always been a running gag around here. Somebody's like, where's the remote? Well, it's up your butt, you know. And also with everybody else. Up your butt, Joe. Right, Dan. I agree with that.
And then this next time I went, that's where she went. Never mind.
Exactly, Lynn. There ain't been no flu cases where we're at now.
It don't exist anymore.
There's no such thing as the flu anymore. It's all COVID.
Yeah. There's no cold.
There's no cold. There's no strep throat. There's no car accidents. There's no cancer. There's no nothing. It's all COVID.
It's all COVID.
But you're right, Damon, man. People these days can attach them. What's funny now, though, is watching all these cancel culture idiots eat their own. 3 of the major
gamer
instigators in the beginning of the cancel culture have all been eaten by their own device now, and I think it's hilarious. Alec Baldwin got eaten by his own shit. Chrissy Teigen got eaten by his own shit. And right now, Cuomo got eaten by his own shit. Why does this shirt look particularly black tonight, man? Tawana, I've seen that. The white guy's first time with a black cookout. That is hilarious. You're right, gamer. You're right. What's funny is they didn't have a problem with him killing all those people in the nursing homes by packing them full of COVID patients. But now they're getting him for all these sexual assaults. And I hate to say it because I think he's a dickweed. But if you listen to the phone calls and seeing the text messages and the shit that they're calling sexual assault, it's actually pretty weak shit. And I hate that motherfucker.
Damon.
Wow. Is DuckDuckGo another browser? A buddy of mine just recommended Brave. Have you ever used the Brave browser? Supposedly it's pretty good at getting through the shit Google won't.
Here you land. Not long ago, our oldest got a cold, and she was wanting me to take her to the doctor to get tested. I'm not taking you to the damn doctor. They agree. She went in running fever or nothing, just damn cold.
We'll check that one out, Damon. It's like one of my old best friends, bless his heart. He is the biggest proponent for vaccines, even though he got vaccinated and then got COVID. And the thing is, everything he's blaming on COVID, he's one of my best friends, and I love him dearly. But he had a severe cocaine habit. His lungs and heart was already destroyed. He's blaming COVID for shit that he did to himself. That is fucking crazy, gamer.
What?
What's up, American Hillbilly?
That is crazy, gamer. That's so fucking stupid.
Hey, look, this has been about 10 years ago, gamer. And I can't remember what state it was in, but a guy was in a car wreck, and he sued the other driver because the wreck made him gay, and he won I think it was like $7.5 million because when dude hit him with the car, it made him gay.
It's all the dumb shit.
I ain't got no problem with gay people. I just wasn't aware a car wreck does that to you.
It's crazy, man.
That is exactly it, Mike. That's everything in our society today is built to remove consequences and looking at yourself. Even for addicts,
Right, Mike.
it's not your fault. It's a disease. Go to rehab. Look, I went to rehab. Nothing ever stopped for me until I realized I got myself into this fucking mess, and I'm done. And then I was done. Right, Damon?
Yeah, when
Mike, a rear end collision. Have y'all, all right, since we're talking about this kind of stuff, have y'all heard the conspiracy theory that all those sealed indictments Trump put out before he left office? There's a rumor in the conspiracy mill thing now that supposedly a lot of people were rounded up and executed. Right, Chuck? The people that were already been executed for being a part of that child pedo ring, some for treason. And what's funny is in the beginning it was a conspiracy theory and everybody laughed it off and said, yeah, that's stupid. But so far, everybody that's named that's come up on that list, it's like, have you seen them in public in the past 2 or 3 months? No, you have not. People like Tom Hanks and a few other actors, a few politicians. And that's where it's funny. It's getting funny now. It may still very well be just a conspiracy theory that's full of shit. But people are starting that has read these conspiracy theory notes are starting to be like, well, you know, we sure ain't seen that motherfucker in a minute. That's right, Damon. That stuff's crazy. That's right, Damon. And supposedly, according to the conspiracy theory, there is a time that some shit's going to go down concerning this election. And when the time is right, we're going to get told all this stuff. And like I said, when that first come out, everybody laughed it off. Even people that wanted to believe it laughed it off. But all the names that's on that list of people that supposedly been already rounded up and fucking dealt with, you ain't seen them motherfuckers. And you've heard from them. You've heard from them in the media that they've said this or that, but you haven't actually seen them anywhere. So now all of a sudden that conspiracy theory is starting to be like, where are them motherfuckers? You keep hearing about what these fuckers are saying, but leave it there. We watch it while we do this. Big Brother just came on. What's that, American Hillbilly? I'm a big conspiracy theorist person. They intrigue me. I like trying to find and see if there are shreds of truth or fact that, you know. Gamer, I agree with you on one of those. And the only reason I disagree with you about the moon one, Gamer, there's this old interview with Armstrong, Neil Armstrong. And I wish I could remember where I found it. If I can find a link to it, I'll send it to you. But they're interviewing him about why we haven't gone back to the moon. And what he has to say is pretty interesting. And that interview never saw national news. So by Armstrong's words, I absolutely believe we did go. I believe there's a very distinct reason we have not returned. What's up, Diesel? Right, Lynn, that's true. That's right, American Hillbilly. Like I said, that last one that I've been seeing about all these people supposedly being rounded up, and the ones that you and there's a few on there that they said have been dealt with that you do see in public, and they're like body doubles. Well, they've already proven that Hillary had a body double. How many of y'all remember when she was running for president against Trump? She collapsed at that fucking press conference, and they rushed her off the stage and rushed her into this hotel, and then like 10 minutes later, a completely refreshed, brand new Hillary come walking out and went back to the press conference. Hillary's had a body double forever. Tawana, I'm a firm believer in bringing back public hanging. You're talking about old school justice? I'm a firm believer in bringing back public hanging. Right, America. You know what I'm talking about. And then like 2 days after that, she was at this event and she even had this back brace thing holding her to where she could even stand upright. She was all messed up. But after they whisked her off that stage and took her up in that hotel, it wasn't even 10 minutes later, this brand new, refreshed Hillary come walking out.
Gamer, the flag wasn't hanging because there's no gravity. It stands out straight, just it wasn't actually waving.
Oh, right, Gamer. What's funny is anybody that's ever hunted, you don't have to be a forensics or a ballistics expert. If you ever go to where Kennedy was assassinated, they do tours. They'll take you and show you the shooting positions and where, all that bullshit. You don't even take a ballistics expert. Anybody that's ever hunted, when they take you on this tour, you look, and then you look, and then you look, and you look, and you be like, no, he didn't shoot him from there. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. And they're like, well, yes, he did. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. I mean, like I said, you ain't even got to be a ballistics expert. If you ever take that little tour and they start showing you all the positions and all that kind of shit, and you're like, he didn't shoot him from there and do what he did to him. No, he didn't. One of the biggest one that is intriguing to me, and I've seen people, everyone from all walks of life argue this one. Have any of you seen the cell phone footage that shows the controlled demolition explosions on the second building during 9/11? Have any of y'all seen that video? That's right, Damon. Right, America. Right, Gamer? You have, Carlos? You know what I'm talking about then.
Yeah, the flat earth people are ridiculous.
I agree too, Mike. Here's another conspiracy thing for you, kind of like the Illuminati. I watched this footage one day. There's this group that meets every 3 years in a different location. And there is presidents, military leaders, newscasters. There's people in this group that meet every 3 years, and they all bring their own military. And they each bring their own little army, and they keep a watch around that. I've seen 3 or 4 satellite feeds of it now. And some people believe the group that meets that at that location or meets for that event every 3 years are really the people running the world, and everything else is just a smoke show. Is that what it is, American Hillbilly? See, I'm terrible with names. I remember all these things that I watched, and I don't remember. But I remember the first video I saw of them. It was a cell phone footage. Also, it doesn't take an engineer to understand certain things, man. If you look at the way those buildings fell, you start talking to engineers and people that know, that second building went straight down. There's only one way to do that. Here's a little sad piece of trivia for y'all. How many of you have ever seen We Were Soldiers with Mel Gibson? Great movie. about that first unit that had to hit the ground in Vietnam. That's what I'm saying, Carlos. There's cell phone footage of controlled explosions. And it's done been verified that there were 3 floors of that building that were off limits that day due to maintenance. And it just so happens that coincides with where those charges were.
Life from Big Brother, I don't see much Big Brother.
Right, Carlos. Do you know the guy, the man that Mel Gibson played in that movie? You know what happened to him? He retired from the military and was a security guard in the trade towers the day it got hit. He died, an old man, still saving people's lives.
Okay. Go ahead. She's still like 5 episodes behind.
Yeah.
Did you even text me?
You are right about that. But still, structurally, after being hit by a plane, the idea is the plane made them fall like they did. And every engineer that I know, there's even been former members of the Army Corps of Engineers that said those buildings didn't fall the way they did because of how they were struck. Put it that way. I also remember, how many of y'all remember when Bush got told? He was reading to those kids. How many of y'all remember that interview? Yes, America, they did claim that. But you start looking into the specs at materials used in that building. Those buildings are fucking built to withstand that kind of shit. The steel they use in those, I mean, I'm not saying there's just a big stink about that all the way. I'll tell you something else. 2 of those planes should have never made it. There is a military response time in this country when a plane goes off course and they think it has been hijacked. They don't even ask questions. If a plane goes off course for longer than so many minutes, the nearest Air Force base launches fighters. They don't necessarily go blow it out of the sky, but they launch them and get them there in case that's a necessity. With that being said, the 2 planes that hit the towers both were in the air long enough for countermeasures to have been taken. Those planes should have never made it.
Exactly, Carlos.
Exactly, Carlos. His look wasn't surprise or shock. It was then wheels started turning on how that ass was going to get covered, what it looked like in his eyes to me. I'm big about reading people's eyes. Yeah, he didn't look appalled or shocked that it happened, even a little bit. Oh. But let's be clear, y'all. I'm not saying I believe in conspiracy theories. I love hearing conspiracy theories, and I love dropping them in conversations like this just to get people talking. I'm not saying necessarily that I believe or disbelieve any of them. I'm just enjoying the conversation with y'all about it. And do I think there was something fishy about 9/11? I do. I do. Do I think there's something fishy about COVID? I do. That shit wasn't an accident. And here's another one, American Hillbilly, since you just reminded me of that. There's a video out there, because the Pentagon got hit too. The first reporting crew that showed up at the Pentagon, there was no plane wreckage. They reported a missile strike. And then when everybody else got there, that news crew got swept away and it came to the plane hit. But if you dig online, you can find that interview. The first news crew that got there was no plane wreckage. They had the cameras all over that shit. It wasn't a plane wreckage. They reported a missile strike until the rest of it all started coming out, and then it was a plane hit.
That's right, America. Obama destroyed everything in this country, built and regulations.
Yep. And what's funny is so many people don't see that. So many people don't see that. We live in a town that has been racially charged for as long as anybody here can remember and their grandparents can remember. And we was at an all-time high in this son of a bitch until Obama. And now it's just back like it used to be. People can say what they want. Obama sent race relations backwards. They started he started trying to convince that everybody that wasn't of color was racist. I don't know how many of y'all remember Obama's first full day in office. First full day in office. He came to the aid of this black man. Cops showed up at his house because he called and reported a disturbance, or that somebody was in his house. The cops showed up on the scene, and he come running out, screaming and hollering at him, waving his fist, acting a fool. So they put him in cuffs until they knew what the fuck was going on. Well, because he was black, it was obviously assumed that he was the perpetrator. They didn't know whether they weren't saying he was the perpetrator. They didn't know if he was the perpetrator. Some bitch come out raising hands and yelling at him. So he put him in cuffs till he got calm. Day one, his first full day, they made that all about race. Funny thing is, they didn't tell anybody was that both the cops that were on the scene were also black.
You ain't wrong, Greg, really.
Gamer, the reason a lot of people liked Trump was he wasn't a politician. People were sick of politicians. Was Trump an asshole? Absolutely. We hired him to be an asshole. We were so tired of watching asshole politicians corrupt everything. People knew what they were electing in Trump. They hired an asshole to fight assholes. That's exactly what they did. We know what Trump is. And I still think, but you also, who was one of the first people on the ground before a president, before a military, before anybody? One of the first people on the ground in New York after 9/11 was Trump. And he brought all his people in there, and a lot of the cleanup there got done by his people at no cost.
Carlos, I believe that Paul McCartney was replaced when he was at Colorado.
I do believe Paul McCartney was replaced.
Kurt Cobain, I believe Kurt Cobain killed himself just because of a documentary I watched once, step by step of everything that happened with him. I'm
gonna tell you one that got me thinking, man. I went to Hawaii in 1992 with the Lions band. Sitting on that beach, I saw what would have been the right age for both human beings, Elvis and fucking Jimi Hendrix, on the beach sipping Mai Tais together. I stared at those two guys for a long time, and to this day, I'm convinced that was Elvis and fucking Jimi Hendrix. Just me. Those weren't impersonators. That was fucking Elvis and Jimi Hendrix sitting on that beach. I'll tell you one that I think is not dead, that faked their death. I think Princess Di faked her death. That's an unpopular opinion, and I ain't trying to piss nobody off, but I'll tell you why. When she split from Charles, wasn't that who she was married to, Charles? The next guy she dated was that billionaire. And he had been high profile in the spotlight his whole life too. And about a week before that car accident, he said they were done with that. They were fixing to fucking disappear and get away from everything. You start to look at the forensic facts of that car accident, the bodies were beyond even being able to be identified by dental records. There was no identifiable trace to the burned corpses in that wreckage. It's always been made the assumption that it was Dye and that guy. But that dude had just said a week before, we're fixing to check out. We're fixing to disappear. He said it.
Right about that.
You're right about that, American Hillbilly. I'm pro-Trump, American Hillbilly. I don't hate him.
I definitely don't hate him. Alabama, some crap. Can hate on him for the shit he
Right.
did. I mean,
They called him a racist, but yet Biden has one of the most racist histories in our Congress. Biden's a racist. Kamala even called him out for it in the primaries. You know, ask Jennifer Hudson if Trump's racist. He saved her and what was left of her family's fucking life, man. Ask Rosa Parks if Trump was racist. All that stuff. Trump, they loved him. There are pictures of Al Sharpton. Thank you. There's pictures and videos of Al Sharpton, Oprah Winfrey, Jesse Jackson, all these people, Hillary even asking Trump to run for president because he was a lifelong Democrat. He wasn't racist and he wasn't an asshole if he ran Republican. That's what pissed him off.
Exactly.
You ain't got to apologize here, American. Again, we don't all have to agree to get along. We all have our own opinions. I like having these kind of conversations. It don't mean we got to hate on each other. Exactly. Trump was one of the most beloved men, and he was a Democrat. It's when he switched to run Republican that made all the stink.
He ran Republican against Hillary.
That's what done it.
People have been begging him to run for years, at least 20 years before.
And Democrats are still saying that crap with Biden's son don't exist. I've been watching videos that some bitch laying in bed, smoking crack, talking shit on the phone, telling off a lot of shit about his dad. These are all videos that are out there wide open for the world to see, and they're still denying that shit exists. People that's listening to the Democrats are going to have egg on their face sooner rather than put it that way.
Thanks.
Gamer, that's a good point. If I'd have been Elvis, I'd have been live. I had to stop that shit too. I just had to walk up and slap somebody for being stupid. And you know, let's be real, Gamer. The chances of that really being Elvis and Jimi Hendrix is nil. I just fucking, it was so. I mean, I stood there and looked at them for hours almost. It's like. And I wasn't the only one either. There was people all over that fucking beach. It's crazy.
All right, girls.
Yeah, it's funny because people forget that in New York, where everybody wanted to hang his ass, there was like $6 billion worth of fucking inner city urban development housing built. And Trump's people build that for like nothing. Most of that shit came out of his pocket. People forget that shit, man. Is he a cocky, arrogant, fucking rich motherfucker? Yes. And he earned that shit. And was none of the shit that people thinks he is now. It wasn't none of that. They loved his ass until he ran Republican. How many of y'all heard the audio of Hillary going off the night she lost the election? Have any of y'all heard that shit? It is fucking crazy. We all know why Bill looks so bad now. You know, Bill and Trump's about the same age. Trump looks fine. Bill looks like death. Right, Dane? Yeah, man. I mean, Gamer, the video of him when they were fighting desegregation, I mean, hello, there's 100 other reasons. I was telling a friend of mine about that, and they're like, well, anybody can change. That was in the past. I was like, oh, you mean like last week when he said that town had more black people, so of course there was more rioting? Yeah, that was in the past. That was last week. So, I can't hate Biden right now. There is nothing. Biden is gone.
Oh, Kamala's
Oh, Gamer Kamala is pure evil. Kamala let people die on death row knowing there was evidence that could have vindicated them all to look good on her record. You ought to look into Kamala. Kamala is pure fucking evil. The Democrats don't even want Kamala. Now that she's there, they realize they don't even.
No, Tawana, we have not done that song yet.
Haven't done that one yet, Tawana. We do have an Upchurch playlist if you want to look through it. We've done about 40 something. We haven't got that one yet. Our church request list is probably about 200 strong still, and we've done 40 something. We may have done 50 by now.
Actually, I'm not sure that one's even on the list. I'll have to add it if it's not.
American Hillbilly, yes. We're going to be on till 9, which is when Tom goes live. And then if y'all want us to come back, I don't have to work tomorrow. If y'all want us to come back after Tom finishes his live,
About 10:30ish.
about 10:30ish, we'll come back. If we're having a good time, we'll come back. We'll take a little break. Everybody can stock up on the alcohol and come back.
So I'm sure a lot of y'all probably have to work tomorrow. No, you don't.
I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation. Which is why there's been no content this week. I ain't done shit.
This week.
That was my goal this week, was to not do shit. Not think about shit, not worry about shit.
No, we were not going to miss a lot.
But we're not gonna miss a lot of it. This is our favorite. So this is our favorite. So, Esom. How you doing, Esom? Am I saying that right? We'll do it, Tawana.
Hey, Donald Trump. Is like,
Exactly, Mike.
that's all it is.
See, bless her heart. When we go to Pigeon Forge and stuff, yes, that's vacation. Family takes a vacation. But that's still stressful. I'm worried about getting everybody where they need to be, protecting everybody in an environment I don't know. There's still stress. You know, this week, yeah, I ain't worried about a damn thing. You hear me? Grass out there needs cutting. I don't care. Girls going back to school. Don't care. I'm sure there's shit up at work not getting done. I don't care. We need to get some videos out for y'all. Need to get some videos out for y'all. Don't care. I have been ate up with the not giving, and it's been beautiful. It's been absolutely beautiful. It's exactly what I needed. What's up, Appalachian?
That sounds good.